The fastest way to kill your Army career and your financial future before it even starts. Getting injured at basic training. Nothing sucks more than watching your platoon graduate while you're stuck on crutches in a holdover unit, wondering if you're going to be medically discharged. Today I'm going to give you the blueprint to bulletproof your body so you can graduate on time and start building that paycheck. What's up, everyone? I'm Alec Mancheski. Welcome back to the channel where we take you from new recruit to wealthy veteran. We talk a lot about real estate and the VA loan, but none of that matters if you can't physically survive the first 10 weeks. If you get sent home early, you lose the benefits we're trying to build. So let's talk about keeping you in the fight. Section 1, your feet are your life. Let's start at the bottom, your feet. In the Army, your feet are your mode of transportation. If they go down, you go down. The biggest mistake recruits make is showing up with soft feet. You need to toughen them up now before you go to training. If you have boots already, break them in. Do not wait until day one at reception to put on a pair of stiff leather boots. Wear them around the house, go for walks. You need your skin to adapt to the friction points. Also, learn the 2-sock system. Wear a thin, moisture-wicking liner sock underneath your thick wool boot sock because the friction happens between the 2 socks, not between the sock and your skin. This saves you from blisters, and speaking of blisters, if you feel a hot spot, stop and tape it immediately, or a Band-Aid. Don't be a hero. A small piece of moleskin now prevents an open wound later. Dynamic versus static stretching, section 2. I see so many guys trying to touch their toes the second they wake up. I wouldn't recommend doing that. Stretching a cold muscle is like trying to stretch a frozen rubber band. It just snaps. Before you run a ruck, you need dynamic warm-ups. Leg swings, high knees, butt kicks, lunges. You want to get blood flowing and the joints moving. Save the static stretching, the hold it for 30 seconds stuff, for after PT or right before bed. This is when your muscles are warm and pliable. This is when you actually gain flexibility and recovery. Section 3, the ruck march mechanics. Rucking is what breaks most people. It's not just walking fast with a heavy backpack, it's mechanics. If you just throw 35 pounds on your shoulders and hunch over, your lower back is going to quit on you. When you get your rucksack, adjust the waist strap. This is critical. You want the weight of the pack resting in your hips, not digging into the traps of your shoulders. Your hips are big, strong bones designed to carry weight. Your shoulders are not. Stand tall. If you lean too far forward to compensate for the weight, you cut off your lung capacity and strain your spine. Walk with a normal gait, just walk faster. Section 4, nutrition is necessary. You don't get massages at basic. You don't get to sleep in. Your only recovery tool is food. When you are in the DFAC, the dining facility, your goal is not tasting good. It's tissue repair. You need protein every single meal. Eggs, chicken, milk, beans. Protein is the brick and mortar that patches the micro tears in your muscles. And listen to me closely. This is not the time to cut calories to look good for the beach. You are burning thousands of calories a day. If you don't replace them, your body will start eating its own muscle for fuel. Your bones will get brittle and snap, or you might get stress fractures. Eat to perform. Section 5, the sick call trap. Finally, we have to talk about sick call. There's a massive difference between being hurt and being injured. You are going to hurt. There's no question about that. You will be sore every single day. There's no question about that. This is the Army. That is the price for admission. But if you have a sharp shooting pain, if your shin hurts in one specific spot that you can point to with one finger, you need to get it checked. Trying to run on a stress fracture because you think it makes you tough is actually selfish. If you break, you become a liability to your team. Be smart. Your goal is the long game, a 20-year career and financial freedom, not just surviving the Tuesday run. Another thing I want to mention here, when I was in training, one thing that really helped me was rolling out my legs. They have the rollers, the foam rollers, and I would roll up and down my IT band on both sides. If I didn't do that, I was in much more pain than if I did do that. So I would highly recommend trying that. They provide the rollers for you. I think they have bands and a couple other things to stay healthy. But I noticed a very large difference when I rolled and when I didn't roll. So take the time. Even if it's when you're pulling security at night and you're just rolling, whatever the case is, make sure you fit that in because I think it will be very helpful for you. So train smart now so that you can serve strong later. Your physical health is the foundation of your financial wealth. Without a healthy body, you can't serve, and without service, you don't get the VA loan. If you want to know how to take that military paycheck and turn it into real wealth using real estate, hit that subscribe button, because I'm Alec Mancheski, taking you from new recruit to wealthy veteran. I'll see you in the next one.